everybody, welcome to Life with Annie. So you're in a part of my kitchen you don't normally see. This is where my small, and I mean small, pantry is. It's a very shallow, very narrow space. I wish I had a walk-in pantry, but I don't. But this works out fine for us. So I've been telling y'all that I have been buying these. Let me show you. Let me grab one here. These little shelves from the Dollar Tree. Now, I think they were either $1.50 or $1.25. I'm gonna say $1.50, but they're very lightweight and they fit inside on my shelf going this way. So you can't really put heavy stuff on them, but yeah, they have worked out pretty well for me. So I started organizing because I had bought some the other day, and I think it was Monday. I came in here and I started, going through checking dates on things, and if it was something I needed to discard, I did that, if it was expired or something. And so I was cleaning it out and organizing, and I ran out of shelves. So I went to the Dollar Tree with Mama the other day, and I picked up 10 more shelves. Now I'm not going to use all 10 in here, but I thought I would just keep them if I want to do some organizing in the closet in the bathroom. I could do that too. You just have to keep in mind you can't really put really heavy things on these because they are just lightweight little shelves. So this is my pantry, and I'm so proud of myself. I know it probably looks cluttered to y'all, but it's pretty organized. So these are the shelves that I was working on the other day, and it's hard to see. I'll show you all a close-up of it in a little bit, but like back on these two shelves, I've got two of those little shelves here, and I've got like all of my baking kind of items. I've got brownie mix, I've got some cake mixes in here, I've got some Red Lobster biscuit mix in here, some Jiffy cornbread and things like that, cocoa, and then I keep all my fruits, things that I would use if I were making a sweet, something sweet. So I've got a lot of my canned milks here, the small ones, and then I have, you gotta have your Eagle brand milk. So I've got all the cans, got 2 cans of that in there. Got some pet evaporated milk, so all those, and some coconut milk, or all those like items are together. Then I have my fruits here. I found that I had quite a bit of pineapple, so I need to start using up some of my canned pineapple. And I've got some peaches here, some coconut, my my jellos and puddings are back there for making something yummy. So it's nice and organized, and so that's all my like sweets and baking items. Then over here, down here, I've got all my canned mushrooms. This is kind of like the soup and canned vegetable kind of area. I've got some corn, I've got some more green beans back there. And it's always good to keep these things together, because if you're like me, you don't know if you have it, so you buy it and then you get home and you have 12,000 of something. But I keep them together. I've got some sliced beets back there, and so some beef consomme, and I've got a few other items in there. But those are like my soups and stuff. And here I've got some Lipton onion soup. I've got some black beans, some black olives, and some chilies over there. More black beans, some kidney beans, all kinds of stuff. But it's all like items, and it just makes it so easy. Now this part over here, and I know y'all can't see back in there, it's just an odd, there's a lot, there's a nice amount of space back there, but it's just hard to get to it. It just seems like, I don't know, but we're working with it. But this is kind of my breakfast area here. Now I've got, I found so many jars of pickle type stuff. I've got the Vidalia onion strips that we like on our salad. I've got some Mrs. Campbell's Chow Chow here. I've got pickle relish, pickled cubes, and then spears and bread and butter chips. So we're all pickled up here. And then, so I got pickles down there, but up here and then back there it's breakfast. So I've got oatmeal, a couple of things of grits, and then I've got some syrups back there. I'm also using that for sauces right now. Like, I've got a couple of things of hot sauce back there. And then down on this bottom shelf, this is like I'm considering it breakfast meats. This Vienna sausage. We used to eat these for breakfast a lot when we were kids. And then I have some jelly back there. This is Grandma Gigi's pepper jelly. I think I got this at Buc-ee's, if I remember right. So, anyway, so that's that. Now, I started on this section down here, and I ran out of shelving. So I've got my pasta things here, my Suddenly salad, and then I've got like rice and stuff like that. So I've got a couple boxes of pasta, then there's my boiling bag rice, and then some yellow rice, and some red beans and rice, and then I have some boxes of the cheap macaroni and cheese. This is what I use when I make Matt's hamburger helper. You have to use that cheap kind. Doesn't taste the same. And I've got some more pasta bags there. And then here I've got sauces. No, this is oils and like ketchup, mustard. So this is avocado oil. I've got some popcorn oil there. Some extra virgin olive oil back there. Then I got mustard ketchup, and some Dijon or Grey Poupon mustard. And then I found another pack of Matt's Miracle Noodles here. Somebody was asking about these, so this is what they are. And they're not cheap. They're like, for the amount that you get, I think they're really high. I want to say the last time I got them, I think it was like $4 and something, but yeah, they're not cheap, but it's better for him sometimes when he eats those. I've got some chocolate sauce here, and then down here I've got peanut butter. I've got a Jif, I got Peter Pan, and then this is a peanut butter that Matt buys. So we got all that there. We got a couple of cans of tuna. So I was gonna do this section and have it be like kind of like a salad section, but we don't always have all these little things like this for salad, but we do right now, so I'm gonna make a section for it. And y'all, the dogs are scratching at the door, so let me let them in and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I about had a disaster. While I was up here doing this video, I had let Thunder and Lucy out, and I may have to stop the video to calm him down. Thunder. And when I let them out, Callie climbed over the gate, snuck down into the room where they stay. And I didn't know it. And so when I let them in, I was getting stuff together here, and I heard something fall, and I went to check on it, and him and her were, she was, hissing, and he was going to try to get to her, and I had to grab his harness and get him back outside. And so I'm like, Callie Rose, she knows she's not supposed to come in there. That's why that gate is there. But she's just curious. So I tell you, these animals are something, trying to keep everything straight. Okay, so now that I've calmed down a little bit, we'll do our salad. And what I think I'm going to do is I had put a couple of salad dressings back here. Let me see if I can get them out real quick. So we got all this. We got 2 things of hot sauce. And see, I just bought a thing of hot sauce because I didn't know if we had any. Well, clearly we did. But that's okay. We'll use it up. So I got all my syrups back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out these salad dressings and put these up on this shelf. Well, I might do them this way. And let's get some of these little bags. I got tortilla strips. I got crispy onions. I might not be able to fit them all in there, so we'll put some down up under there. It doesn't really matter. My nerves are too shot right now. Oh, I got some chia seeds. Nice and good for you. And then I've got Texas toast here. I may need to put another shelf over here, because I think I like my bags up here a little bit better than down there. Maybe my chia seeds will go down there. So anyway, I got that done. I'll put the salad dressings, they're not open, so I'll just lay them like this. And we know we have a little salad section there, so if I make a salad, I know I've got all the toppings that I need and things like that. So that'll work out really well. So I did add a couple more shelves here, and on this shelf over here, I've got my red rose tea. I've got a couple of boxes of it, so I've got that right there, because I don't reach for that often, so it's kind of back there. And then up here, I don't think I'm going to put those shelves up there because it's so tall anyway. I buy the wassail from the Biltmore House. I love this stuff. As you can see, I have 3 packages of it. I have to order it on the Biltmore because we don't get up there very much. I used to would buy it when we would go up there. But, so I order it online. And then I've got Matt's stuff that he puts in his shakes there. I've got a thing of salt there. And then I'll put these hot sauces back over here where they go. And I have this box of instant grits here. And I know my breakfast section is right there, so I'm just going to put this right there above it, and I can just, yeah, I have not really made grits. I think I had grits 2 times since I got sick last year, and right before I got sick, I had eaten grits. And I just couldn't bring myself. I mean, I'm born in the South, raised in the South, and you know it's all about grits. I got so sick off of those grits, I guess. It wasn't the grits. I had gotten sick. And I just couldn't eat a grit for the longest. So I finally had some about a month ago. I had a bowl of grits. We went out to breakfast somewhere. And then I bought that Dolly Parton shrimp and grits frozen dinner, and I ate those. Now, Mama bought one too, and she wanted to know, well, how'd you like it? I said, well, Mom, I'm gonna be honest. I've had shrimp and grits one other time at a restaurant down in Charleston, because you hear all this about shrimp and grits, and I've never thought shrimp and grits. I don't know about that combo. So I ordered some down there, and they were okay. But that was the only time I had eaten them. And then I got that frozen dinner. If you like shrimp and grits, you might like that Dolly Parton TV dinner. It's just not a thing for me. It wasn't that it was bad. It's just like, I just don't think I'm a shrimp and grits kind of girl. I like my grits and I like my shrimp, but I like them separate. So, but anyway, that's where I'm putting my grits after all that. So, and so I've got some odds and ends here. So like I have a pie crust here. So I can see a key lime pie in our future. So I'm just going to set that up there just to keep it safe. Or maybe I'll put it on the shelf actually. Because I have some, these tortilla things. And I have down here, I had bought some of the little salad shells. So got that there. And then I have taco seasoning. And I'll show you that in a minute. Now, when I was cleaning all this out, this was way over there in the corner. Now, I painted this years and years and years ago when Mama and my sister we took the one-stroke painting classes at AC Moore, the craft shop that's no longer. And I painted this. And I used to store bread and stuff in it, but it had gotten shoved back there, and I just didn't really use it. So I pulled it out. I thought, well, I'm going to start using it because I can put some stuff on top, like I got some sugar and flour and that kind of stuff. And I opened it up. I'm like, I wonder if there is anything in there. And there was. I'll show y'all. So I didn't open them up, but there's, I guess we painted at some point some little things in here. And I'm going to pull them out, empty this out, and then I can put stuff in it. So let's see what we got in here. Y'all let me get these opened and then I'll be back, okay? Okay, y'all, I got them open, and this must have been something around Easter time because I had them all in Easter bags. So this is one pretty little sunflower, and I don't know who painted these, to be honest. Me or my sister or Mama. One of us painted these. And then this is one we just put some little flowers on it and a little border and did a little check on the bottom. And we do have little tea lights in them. So, and then this one, it's hard to, the candle fell out of the little thing, and I guess it's been in that thing for so long it's kind of stuck to the glass, so I'm gonna have to pry that off. And it's got some little daisies and some little rosebuds on it. You see that? Kind of cute. And then this one is a spoon rest, and look, the little fried eggs looking things here, and then the chicken. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know who painted any of this stuff, but I found that when I was cleaning this out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here. It's still up in the air on that one. So one tip, if you do go and you buy these in the Dollar Tree, if you want to do just some lightweight organizing, when you're buying these, check these. These fell off on some of them, so I had to go through the stack and make sure I was getting the little rubber things, because they'll pop off. They're on good on that one, but yeah, okay, like this one. Let me see if I can pull that one out, because I went through all of them, and some of them were missing the little, see, like that one, it just came right off there on that end. All the rest of them look like little Q-tips, don't they? So just make sure that you have the little rubber foot on there. And even when I took them off the shelf, after I checked all of them to make sure they had their rubber feet, I was walking down the aisle and I was holding them with the feet down, and I noticed, wait a minute, that one doesn't have one. I turned behind me and it was there on the floor. So just make sure you have all your feet with you when you get up to the register. You could easily just pop them back on there. But I think I'm going to put one of these here for now. And I might even put two. There's nothing back there. I guess I'll set these grits on there for now and then put another one. But y'all, I'm just tickled pink about getting this thing organized. And I know when I open this pantry, if I need a can of a certain kind of soup, it's going to be right here. And I may do some, moving things around. I'm not sure yet. But at least I have it like pastas and ketchups and stuff, salad, breakfast, pickles are all together. And that kind of thing. I do have one more thing I need to organize. Y'all are going to die when y'all see this. I'm going to have to use this little chicken spoon rest. I like that. And that was well before I ever knew in my lifetime I was going to have chickens. So I have this container here full of seasoning packets and stuff like that. So I want to, I think, take this out. But I found some more Matt's Miracle Noodles. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna take this out, but I need, like, I've got Mexican rice here. That doesn't go in here. I've got German sweet baker's chocolate. That doesn't go in here. And I'll go through and look at dates, and if something's expired, I'll of course toss that. But that's my next job. So anyway, I just thought I would show y'all that. I am so happy with myself. Now down on the very bottom, I don't know if y'all can even see that. Let me move my Pioneer Woman. I got some cookbooks right here. Let's see. Can y'all see that bottom shelf? No, you can't see it. It's got like, oh, I do see some cherries down here and some pinto beans. They go up here with my veggies. And the cherries, of course, would go over here. I'll put it up there because I've got my pie shell there. But I've got one more shelf down there, and it's just got like things like, I've got just some different assorted bowls and things like that down here. Yep, that's pretty much what's down here. But anyway, I'll bring the camera closer in a minute and show y'all what's in there. And I'm just gonna keep going. It's looking a lot better. And y'all, if y'all have any tips on what I could put in there, I know I can put bread and cookies and that kind of thing, but I don't usually keep my bread in the pantry. I usually, I'll refrigerate it for a day or so if I know I'm gonna make some sandwiches, or I'll keep it stored. I put it in the microwave a lot because it just gets it off the counter and keeps it up there kind of somewhat fresher maybe in my eyes. And then I'll put it in the freezer if I'm not going to use it for a while. So I don't usually keep bread and stuff like that in the pantry. So let me know if you have any good ideas of what I could put in there. And that is it. So I'll bring y'all a little closer and let y'all see my little handiwork. And go get you some of those shelves. They're neat. Okay, so this is the top shelf. I've just got extra pictures up there. And here's my tea. And see, I have a whole nother area I could put things here. And when this pie crust is gone, actually, I think I'm gonna put her up top. And that way I can just put more stuff there. And there's the top of the bread box. There's another shelf there. There's my grits. Here is my breakfast corner that y'all couldn't see earlier. I've got way too many syrups here. I got this syrup, this syrup, this syrup. See, and they're open because I didn't know I had all that back there. And then there's my oatmeal and grits, pickle station, canned veggies, and there's my baking corner. And then down there I've got some pancake batter mix, and just the pasta area. Right now I know where everything is. And then down here is the shelf that has some bowls and some things like that. And then I don't have anything down on the floor. So that is my pantry. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of myself. And I just need to keep going, keep organizing. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day and get organized.